Sahara Desert deaths. 92 migrants perish in Niger after vehicle breakdowns. Stranded in the unforgiving expanse of Niger's Sahara Desert after their vehicles broke down, scores of people, almost all of them women and children, slowly died of thirst. The migrants had been trying to reach Algeria. Azawa Mohammed of the Synergy non-governmental organization said Thursday. Instead, they died of dehydration, unable to escape the sandy waste of the Sahel. A total of 92 bodies have been found, Niger security forces told CNN on Thursday. Synergy earlier put the number found at 87. Many of the bodies were severely decomposed and appeared to have been partially eaten by animals. The travelers were hoping to find a better life for themselves in Algeria, trying to escape the extreme poverty and economic hardships in Niger, said Mohammed. Their story is the latest tragedy to befall migrants trying to leave behind a woeful existence for opportunities elsewhere. Others who have survived the arduous journey from sub-Saharan Africa to the continent's northern shores have drowned as they try to cross the Mediterranean in overcrowded boats, with Europe in their sights. For many of Niger's 16 million or so people, life is not easy. The population is one of the fastest growing in the world, but the large, landlocked country is prone to political instability and natural disasters, according to the World Bank. Droughts, floods, and locust infestation all contribute to the country's chronic food insecurity, and the poverty rate is one of the highest in the world. The World Bank puts the annual per capita income at just $360, and the country lies second from bottom in the UN's Human Development Index. Less than 30% of adults are literate, and life expectancy is only 57.5 years. Extremely dry and difficult conditions. Faced with these tough conditions, many decide to leave. This has turned Niger's desert north into a major transit area for migrants, according to the International Organization for Migration, and many human smugglers operate there. Algeria and Libya are the final destinations for some travelers, while others seek to reach Europe, said Laura Langarati, Migrant Assistance Regional Specialist in the IOM's West and Central Africa office in Senegal. Most are from Niger, although others also come from Central and Western Africa. Once they embark on their journeys, they face extremely dry and difficult conditions, she said. Those who get stranded in the desert face a challenge to survive. Part of the problem is that many would-be migrants are stopped by Algerian or Libyan authorities and are expelled back over the border into Niger's desert, Langarati said. Some of those kicked out are transported directly to two transit centers run by the IOM, outposts in the desert where the migrants can receive food, water, and first aid. Others manage to make their own way there. Despite the dangers, the migrants' numbers have been increasing since the beginning of this year, Langarati said. Over the past 10 months, More than 15,000 from Niger and 1,300 from other countries have reached the two transit centers, one in Arlet, closer to Algeria, and the other in Derkou, nearer to the Libyan border. Some who've made their way back from Libya have thought of being held in detention where they suffered harsh treatment, Longarati said. Before Libya's revolution overthrew the regime of strongman Muammar Gaddafi 2 years ago, many migrants from Niger worked in its construction and agricultural sectors, but the instability forced many out. The recent conflict in northern Mali also sent about 60,000 refugees over the border into Niger, according to the European Community Humanitarian Office, adding to the pressure on its meager resources.